Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelly and I am a captivated gem. And on my channel, I like to do collabs, try-ons, reviews, unboxings, pretty much anything that captivates my little Gemini soul. Welcome to Thursday. Welcome to my collab with Miss Nikki. How's everybody doing? Oh, if you're new here, welcome. Very glad to have you. If you're returning, thank you for coming back. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. If you are new, today is Thursday and it is a collab day with Miss Nikki from Happy Hauls. I will have her link, pardon me, in the description below, along with links to some other people that I find interesting and entertaining to watch. So, we are revisiting the Gothic Beach palette. If you were here last week, then you'll remember that we collabed on this. But Nikki challenged me. She decided that we should go with just the first line. Let me get the card off of here. Okay. Here's our palette, and she has decided that she wants us to work with just this first line up here and see what kind of look we can create. So that's what we're going to do. I think that's a lot of fun, Nikki. Thank you. I appreciate the challenge. We haven't done something like that in a little while. Okay, so I've got all the basics on. I've got Il Maquillage on for setting powder. I used Huda Beauty. For blush, I used a liquid blush from ColourPop with kind of a peachy tone. So that's to try to keep up with the brownish tones in this top row on this palette. And I guess without further ado, we'll get started. I'm going to use anti-sunburn for my first go around, just to give it some color, just as a base. There we go. And we'll see what I can build from this line. What an interesting challenge. So how's your weather? Ours, once again, is hot as can be. The heat index says it feels like 108 degrees outside today. And I get to be out in it yet again. And I don't have air conditioning in my car, so that's all right. I grew up without air conditioning. And I lived on a farm when I was younger, and it's called roll down the window, and that's your air conditioning. So I'm kind of used to it. I haven't had air in that car for some time. It comes and it goes, you know. So, but I mean, he is a 2001, so. And getting that stuff fixed is so expensive. Oof. That's one of those things my daddy used to call budget busters, because it will bust your budget wide open. So how's everybody doing today? Outside of the outrageous weather, how are you today? What you getting into today? It's the middle of the, well, no, it's just past the middle. It's almost the weekend. So what you got plans? It's 4th of July. We have tentative plans, but it's supposed to thunderstorm both days. But the weather around here in this valley, you can't know. I mean, it could be, it's, you never know what you're going to get. But that's our tentative plans, is for a 4th of July party to celebrate our nation's 250th year our birthday. Can you believe it? We are still such a young nation. Coffee. Oh, coffee. Hot coffee. Okay, where am I going next? But yeah, leave a comment down below. Let me know what y'all are going to do. Spill the tea, guys. Okay. I guess I will go with... Okay, I'm going to stick with the browns. I'm going with Burnt Out. It's this one right here. I started over here, and now I'm skipping over this one for now, and I'm going right here. Let's see, I'll just use this one. Tap some of that off on my hand, because that is a deep color. And here we go. And yeah, I'm looking right behind you at this mirror. And I'm going to put this just straight across. All the way to my brow. Okay. And trust the process on this one, guys, because I have a feeling I'm going to have to do a lot of blending. These are some pretty dark, bold colors. Let's see, I think I probably could use that rust-colored one. I think her goal is to try and use all 5. So I want to try to do as much of that as possible. I want to try. Without it looking muddy. Alright. Let's get that blended in really well. Alright, and we are off to the races. Alright, the one right next to it is Rusty Anchor. It's this one. I'm going to see what I can do with that. Right underneath the, I'm going to try to run like a crease with that one. If you'll pardon me, I've got to get my light right here. So I can see. I still want it to be visible. My eyes I've got hooded eyes, and so I still want you all to be able to see what I'm doing. If it doesn't, if we don't have that big rain, well, even if we do have that big rain, oh shoot, I didn't, oh well, I'll go back. We're supposed to have a big fireworks display, and there are some that have said that it would rival Thunder over Louisville, and I'm a little curious about that. because that's like a mega um, fireworks show. I mean, it does drones. It this last year, it was a lot of fun. This last year, we had a big drone show and everything. Yeah, that was really something. Okay, I'm gonna go back over here and do the same thing I did to this eye over on this eye. Usually, I do them in one at a time. I don't build an entire eye and then start on the other one. But it looks like I was going to this time, huh? But anyway, I'm interested to see if we are going to have that fireworks show. I haven't heard a whole lot about it, so I don't know how much truth there is to that. It might have just been a rumor. I don't know. I know I don't want to get in that crowd if it indeed does happen. Once a year is enough. I will watch it on TV. Where you live, does your town do 4th of July celebrations? Do y'all have fireworks or anything? Or is it just more like people in their neighborhoods light off fireworks? Is there any kind of like town events? Yeah, I've got to do a lot of blending on that one. I live in what I guess you could call a small town, small city, but where I'm on like the tail end of my city, and so we do a lot of events. I don't know what being on the tail end of the city has to do with anything, but there you go. And let's blend it out a little bit better. Okay. And now we'll go in with Rusty Anchor and do the same thing. Run an arch. So have any of you been keeping up with any of the soccer games that are going on? Any soccer fans? I haven't. I confess. I don't know much at all about the sport. I truly don't. I was not athletic in school. I was a theater and a choir brat. More choir than theater. And then I went into communications and did some TV production. That was kind of cool. TV and radio production, that was neat. We had our own little news show on a local channel. Each one of the students in my class would find something to report on that was newsworthy. I know one time I got to interview a local DJ, and I thought, ooh, I was starstruck because he's met all the rock and roll stars that have come through town and everything, and I was like, oh. And we've been friends ever since. Matter of fact, I used to work with his wife. That was kind of cool. Still is. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the next one. Sunrise Slut. And that would be this one here. And I guess I'm just going to deepen out over here, over on these sides with that one. So I'll just tap that one in. This looks, yeah, this is a shimmer. All right. Just trust the process, guys. It's pretty. My kitten's, once again, she's sacked out right over here, right next to me. Blend that some. What's this one? Just trying to blend this out a little bit, guys, because that is such a deep color. Okay, I got it a little further over on this side than I did this side, but I think it'll be okay. All right, and now before I go all the way over to Sandcastle, I'm going to go over to Don't Be a Beach. This one right here. And I'm going to put her right here on each eye. My smaller brushes for that. Oh, you'll do. Perfect. And now I use a blending brush to blend it in. I just wanted to get her right, that color right there. It kind of brings some of these colors together. Like I said, I don't want this look to look muddy. Okay. And now I'm going to take a very thin brush. There we go. And I'm going to do a line with Sandcastle. And that's this one here at the very end. Just a soft, gentle line. I think I'll carry that down. I'll just let that line my whole eye. Yeah. Okay, I'm happy with that. So that is everything on the first line that I've used. I can fill in a little bit with this anti-sunburn. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of that brightness. I don't have a what am I trying to say? A shimmer to put over there that's on that I can use on this particular look. There we go. And then I'm just going to blend over here to get this filled in. I'm sorry if you hear water in the background. I think my honey's doing laundry. There we go. Blend that out some. And there's everything from the top line from Gothic Beach. We used every single one of these colors. So, and let's see, I've got a brown Laura Mercier liner that I can use to kind of finish this out. And then I will use my awesome Maybelline mascara. I'm not going to go offline to finish this out. I'm just going to do it real quick here. Because for the most part, we're done. I just need to throw some lipstick on. Yeah, I'm just deepening what's already there. Times like this, I wish I had a brown mascara, but I don't, because that would look nice. Don't really need too much mascara because I want to keep this kind of a soft look. Don't need too much drama. I'm real anxious to see what Miss Nikki does. she's taken those classes to become a makeup artist and an MUA. And so her look is probably going to be a whole lot more refined than mine. Because I know nothing about that kind of stuff. Okay, there's that. And then let's see, let's work on these lips just a little bit. I think I'm going to use a ColourPop lip stain. Or a gloss. It's a plumping gloss. Yes, I think it is. Baby Fox is the color. And I'm using a plumping liner. I love these plumping liners from ColourPop. I think that's a really neat formula. All right, Baby Fox. And I'm going to put just a little bit of a plumper on top of that. This is from Buxom. And there we have it. Ta-da! Let me know in the comments what you think, guys. I'd really appreciate any input that you have. Are we thumbsing it up? Are we thumbsing it down? Let me know, and let me know what's going on with you for the holiday. I'm excited to hear what your plans are. Anyway, this is it. This is all I have for you. So I will say adieu, farewell, so long. See you later, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.